So I realized I hadn't recorded anything in a while, and the whole goal was to help take everyone on the journey of going ahead and creating a 2,000 point AdMech army and all those fun things. So, hey, yeah. The hard part is that the majority of the time that I would get to record is also my lunch time, because, having the full-time job and having little kids, it cuts into most hobby time. So that lunchtime is also my hobby time. So not always easy to get the paints on while doing also some videoing. But I can report that I did get enough of a force put together to go and have a learning session with a fellow gamer here in the area, over at one of our great stores, Gamer Geeks, over in Warrior, Alabama, since I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. And it was an absolute blast, and these jokers look great on the table. That's one of the things about painting an army. Like, my paint's never going to be perfect. This guy looks pretty rad. Not done on him, obviously I'm still painting, so still work in progress. But when you're painting a whole army, the effect comes more from seeing a whole force together. So while one or two of them might not be the best, and you may not have done a great job on all of the minis, once they get all together, since you have a uniform theme, it can really stand out and really look together as a whole force, not just as the individual miniature. Because, now some of these people out here are absolutely amazing, and every single miniature looks like it could be put into a competition. I'm never going to be at that level, but I have fun. And I finally got back to, I had left my AdMech army sitting there for a while. There's a lot of painting that I needed to do. There's still a lot that I need to build for it. And still a few more pieces I need to buy to get all the way to 2,000. But I just left what I had already built sitting there and had not gotten around to painting it because, life got busy and that happens, right? So, but I was just sitting there and it's like, I really need to get back to painting, because the only way you're really going to improve in painting is to go ahead and keep painting. So I went ahead and just brought them up here, and that way on my lunch breaks I brought up the paints and the paintbrushes I need and just go ahead and dive in on it. And I've gotten a lot accomplished. Two of my Vanguard Skitarii sets are almost completed. They just need some touch-ups. My Skitarii Marshal is very proud of that. So the purple bases just send me. I love the purple bases. I'm working on my Electro Priests, and soon I'm going to run out of completed models to paint. I'm going to have to go back and start building the rest of them that I have so I can get my full force built. So I'm excited by that. And I missed painting. I didn't realize how much I missed it until I just started doing it again. Once you start painting and you realize how wonderful and meditative the effect is, it's great. I really love getting to put paints on miniatures. And that's one of those things, y'all. Let this be an encouragement. I am not the best miniature painter. I just painted my own self here. But I love painting. I love painting miniatures, and it's fun. And when you're doing a full force, like I said earlier, when you're doing a whole army and you're putting them all together, then even if you are not the best painter, like, they can really stand out so well and look so cool. And then you can just sit back and be like, damn, I did that. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I like that. Also, recently I decided for health reasons to get back out and start running again. So that's been an adventure. I used to run 4 miles every other day, and would bump that up every other week to running 6 or 8 miles. And, I'd gotten my miles down to, the fastest I did was under 7 minutes. Most I was doing was around 8-minute miles, right? And then I managed to damage my Achilles tendons, both of them. Whoa. And so that sidelined me for a while, started back up, damaged my back. So that sidelined for me for a while. And in the meanwhile, being sidelined, I didn't do the best to take care of myself. And so now I was going right along and just unfortunately not living as healthy as I should be living, and it's catching up with me. So I realized I needed to go ahead and make an effort to get back out there. And so I did. And I've started running and walking. And it's what it is, running and walking right now. Like I'll run for a bit and then walk for a bit and run for a bit and then walk for a bit. And cool off with the walk. And the goal is 2 miles. And ultimately I want to be running all of those 2 miles. Right now I'm run walking the first mile, do the run walk. And then I am walking that second mile. And I'm going to start incorporating more running into the first mile and more until finally that whole first mile is all running. And once that's there, we'll start also incorporating more running into the second mile until both miles are running. That's the goal. I'm still figuring out how frequently I want to do it, if I want to do it every other day or, how I want to do that, but that's okay. I can figure that out. The point of all of that and why I share that with you, you see when you get on social media, you see a lot of the put together, the perfect, the accomplishments. You don't necessarily see the work and effort that go into it. It's one reason why I like posting so many works in process, because hopefully my works in process, whether it's my life or my minis, can help inspire others towards their work in progress. Because, hell, y'all, all of us are works in progress. I don't care how old you are or where you are. You ain't arrived yet. You're still alive. You're still breathing. You're still going. You still should be progressing. And there are seasons where for a while, maybe we need to stop and reflect and reevaluate. I got caught in the stop, reflect, reevaluate for a little too long, and for my health. And so I, like I said, I went ahead and started that back up, and it's an imperfect start, but it's a start. And we are going to be working at it, and I don't know, in a few weeks I might find out that my ankles won't let me run. Right now they are, but we'll see. And if they don't, then we'll move to more walking than running and readjust and reevaluate. But I guess, if anything, I hope this message today encourages you to go ahead, pick up that mini, paint that paint, to go ahead and take that walk, do some stretches, do some yoga, got a bicycle, ride that, just do a little something today to help you out for tomorrow. Now, how that fits into these minis, I'm having to do bits and pieces of these minis each day because, I can't sit down and do it all at once. So I did the white undercoat yesterday, doing the royal cloak color on it today. Might have to do an additional coat of it to make it to the level that I really want it at. But I wouldn't be able to do this, and I wouldn't be able to be about to put the finishing touches on my Skitaris if I had not gone ahead and done some work beforehand. So don't judge yourself too harshly while you're a work in progress, y'all. Give yourself some grace and have fun, because putting together and painting minis is fun. Sharing photos of it online and talk with other people getting tips and pointers and learning how to do new things and challenging yourself to learn a new method, that's fun. Like, it really is. And for me, getting back out there and going running and walking is fun. So I'm not saying everything is always fun, and when I feel like my lungs are about to explode out there running, that's not necessarily the most fun. And when you get your minis and apply that undercoat on them and you're just looking at it, it's like, ugh, is this really going to look good once you get to the finished product? Who knows? But even then, it's a work in progress. You might learn a new skill later that you can apply to that mini that you built and painted years ago, and now you got a new skill that you can go back and add something to it, add a little flair or a little flourish, and you don't know what the future holds, though. That's the biggest thing. Today is not a marker of what tomorrow will be. Today is today. So you can't tell what tomorrow will be based upon today. It's a new day. It's going to come with its own goods and its own bads and its own problems and its own things to learn. And what we need to do is just set ourselves up to do it. Now, this has gone totally off the rails from, hey, I'm going to turn on my video and share a little work in progress. But hey, you never know what you're going to get with the videos. So, hey, remember, we're all works in progress. Even if you end up with more paint on you than on the mini, get out there, paint those minis, have fun, and things are going pretty good here. That's my update. We're moving along. We're getting some work done on these guys, and I'm really happy that I chose AdMech and that things are going well with it. It's come a long way, and still a long way to go, but it's a fun journey.